need to relieve the internal stress of the machine tool bed, which generated during the process of the machinery, and otherwise it can cause the deformation of the machine tool bed or affect the precise accuracy. And you can see here is the parts after the heat treatment. And we also use the heat treatment to enhance the wear and corrosion resistance. After the heat treatment, we also need to polish the surface of our machine tool bed. And then we use that machine to paint the machine tools. You can see that there is no grooves on the surface of the machine tool bed, right? So we need to move to the CNC milling center. Hi everyone. Hi everyone, this is Araceli from Senfeng Studio. Welcome to today's live show. And now we're at the scene of Senfeng Industrial Park. Senfeng as a leading integrated manufacturer of the fiber laser machines for cutting, welding, cleaning, cladding, as well as bending, provides various solutions in the field of the fabricating machinery with cutting-edge technology. And now, let's go closer to get what we have here. Let's go. Nowadays, we have 3 standardized workshops. And this one is our manufacturing workshop. We process our machine tool bed, the chucks for the pipe cutters, and some small components. I have to mention that when we enter the workshop, maybe you cannot hear me because our machines are working now, but I'll try my best to let you know what I'm saying. Here is the ultra-large fiber laser cutting machine to cut the metal sheets. And you can see here is the samples. The surface is really smooth with no burrs. And this way is our welding machine. We process our machine to bed and beam with that equipment. Welding helps join two metals at a high temperature by melting the base material and the filler material. It can enable us to get stronger and durable and perfect joint lengths. It is a simple process but can get great finish. The technique, when used with filler metal, can produce the stronger weld than the base material. And here's the other tubes that is ready to be welded into our machine tool bed. There is the tracks, and we need to get rid of it and do it this way. After knowing about how we produce our machine tool bed, now let me show you the subsequent process. And we need to move to the neighborhood. And this machine on my left is used for heat treatment of our machine tool bed. When CNC lines produce the work pieces, there is generally heat treatment. So do you know what steps are involved in the heat treatment when CNC lines are processed? And firstly, we need to prepare for the heat treatment to improve the cutting performance of the tread. And secondly, we need to relieve the internal stress of the machine tool bed, which generated during the process of the machinery, and otherwise it can cause the deformation of the machine tool bed or affect the precise accuracy. And you can see here is the parts after the heat treatment. And we also use the heat treatment to enhance the wear and corrosion resistance. After the heat treatment, we also need to polish the surface of our machine tool bed. And then we use that machine to paint the machine tools. You can see that there is no grooves on the surface of the machine tool bed, right? So we need to move to the CNC milling center. Usually we also put some oil on the surface of the machine tool bed to enhance the wear and corrosion resistance. And this is our CNC milling machines. The beam of this machine adopts a large cross section, which can provide the bending and warping resistance performance. And the modular spindle design can make the cutting characteristics according to your different needs. And the work branch can be moved forward and backward. These are our CNC vertical center, by which we process our some small parts and components. This machine is widely used to process some. It's widely used to process some plates and dishes, mold, and some small case material. The high speed and high power straight spindle is suitable for the high precision processing of the parts and components. And now, after knowing about our the production workshop, now let me show you the second workshop. The second workshop is our equipment workshop, where we assembled our parts and components into the Senfeng machines. And here is the warehouse to store the parts and components that we just processed. These are all the fiber laser cutting machines. And you can see the blue one, which is different from the other white machines, right? If you have the needs of color, the size, the work area, please just leave a message to us and Senfeng will meet all your needs. As you know, fiber laser cutting machine mainly cuts metals such as stainless steel, the carbon steel, and the copper, the aluminum, and the galvanized sheet. Just this one. Its work area is about 3,000 millimeters by the 1,500 millimeters. And the laser power is optional from the 1 kilowatt to 6 kilowatt. You can see that the blade has not installed yet because here is our assembly workshop. So most of the machines here is in the state of incomplete parts. But don't worry, I'll try my best to introduce you the different machines as much as possible. You can see that my colleagues are installing and debugging everywhere in this workshop to make sure that our machine have the ability to make the great accuracy and high precision cutting. And each machine here is equipped with a dust removal system that can not only reduce the pollution and the dust during the processing of the cutting. Otherwise, it can damage the precision parts of our fiber laser cutting equipment. And here is our fiber laser cutting machines. This one is the packaged one, which is ready to ship. And this one is our machine which you can process both tubes and sheets. Let me show you the inside of it. Here you can cut your sheets, your metal sheets, and here inside you can also cut the tubes. If you have the demands of cutting both sheets and tubes with limited budget, this machine can be the best choice for you. And here is also some machines that we ready to ship. If you have the machine that you like or you are interested in, or if you have any questions, you can leave a message to us. And Senfeng supports the global service. And now we are on the way to our first workshop where we can see the different machines from the fiber laser cutting equipment. As you know, Senfeng specialized in the fiber laser cutting for fiber laser cutting, welding, cleaning, cladding, as well as bending, right? And in the first workshop, there are so many machines, including our ultra-large and ultra-power fiber laser cutters, and the pep cutters, and also the bending machine, the cladding machine, the cleaning, the welding, and so on. Now let's go. You can see these ultra large machines. The laser power of them can get to 30,000 kilowatt, and the work area can be customized, including the 4,000 millimeters by 2,500 millimeters, and the 6,000 by the 2,000 millimeters, and 6,000 by the 2,500 millimeters, and also the 12,000 millimeters by 2,000 millimeters. Apart from the metal sheet cutters, we also have the pipe cutters right here. The pipe cutters can cut different pipes and different size, different shapes, and different lengths. This one, for example, you can see it is equipped with automatic loading and unloading, right? It can process the 9,000 millimeters length of the pipe, and the fully automatic device with a bearing of 3,000 kilograms. The single loading of the pipe is about 150 kilograms. And these machines on my left hand can process up to 6,000 millimeters of pipes. The round pipes from 20 by 20 millimeters diameter to the 220 millimeters diameter, and the square pipe from the 100 from the 20 millimeters to 150 millimeters.